Hello, welcome back to the video series dedicated to a show that used to be filmed in Herm's Anus, South Africa. That's right, I'm talking about The Challenge Season 32, The Final Reckoning. This is the reunion part 1, and we are no longer in Herm's Anus, South Africa. No, we are most likely back in New York City, where Thor, or Dolph Ziggler, is interviewing majority of this season's cast and reviewing what's gone on for the past 20 weeks in shows and in the main house. And let me tell you right now, in this hour or 45 minutes, whatever you want to say with commercial breaks, they went over a ton of topics. So I have this list of things to go over. I'm just going to go over a couple of things really quick. I mean, I went over the whole season, basically rehashing everything, and they just rehashed what I did in 20 weeks and what they did in 20 weeks in an hour, 45 minutes. But there's another part. But we'll just go over what happened in part 1. Everything starts off with them talking to Ashley about her winning. They went over the final scenes in the finals and where she takes all the money from Hunter. And we get to see if Hunter is still frustrated. And I want to see this mainly because I want to know if Hunter is still very upset by this whole thing. There's been some time since the finals to this reunion being shot. So I want to see if it still really affects him. And it does. It really does. $500,000. Really stays underneath your skin. The biggest news of the night, I think, and coming out of this segment for sure, is that when Ashley talks about having relations with Derek H, and then Hunter saying that he would never be with her because she was with Derek H, and Hunter having to announce it to everybody on TV and in the room that he has had threesome/orgies with Corey and Nelson. That's something I didn't need to know. That's TMI. I really didn't need to know. Now I know. And it's probably going to be stuck back there with like TV jingles and things from like Hey Arnold way back in the day that I can't remember college Spanish or algebra, but I can remember those little things. And I'm always going to remember Hunter saying what he did in that segment. We go from there to Ashley talking about Devon, how she should hold her baby more or something, calling her a bad mom, and Devon saying, I'm gonna fight you, but not really. Psych. Then we go on to Cara and Angela and Faith. This is a segment that was totally superfluous and really didn't accomplish anything because, hey, guess what? They all started yelling at each other and over each other. Marie was yelling at Faith. Faith was yelling over at Marie. Cara was trying to say something, and then Angela interrupted. Faith was yelling. Angela was yelling over Faith, who was yelling over Angela, who was trying to get their points across and hype each other up, but they were already so hyped. Marie was already hyped, and then Cara was trying to say something. Paulie's putting his foot out. Needless to say, nothing got accomplished because I couldn't even put subtitles because it just said illegible or unrelated yelling to do anything. So then we get back down to when we come back from commercial break. Hunter says that how he hates Amanda. Get in line. And then we go into the Cara Kyle thing where they made out. Great, cool, whatever. And then Paulie's yelling at Kyle, who's yelling, saying they hate each other still, which, cool. I mean, who cares? I feel as though Kyle's kind of trashy, and Paulie's just Paulie. I mean, all of his comebacks felt like he was still on Big Brother, like he was still a product of Big Brother, which I guess is just him. He just didn't seem like a challenge product. He just seems like a Big Brother rehashing of trying to be kind of like a challenge person. Brad got to speak because Kyle was on, and that's pretty much all we're going to hear from Brad because he wasn't in anything. Brittany left early, so he didn't have all that drama, so guess what? We're done with Brad, which is fine with me. Who cares? He didn't do anything this season anyways. We find out that Nelson and Angela are hooking up, and Kayleigh and Nelson hate each other. That was bound to happen. We found out Ashley likes bananas. Awesome. Shane and Devon go at it because Shane called Devon, yeah, that was just pointless. Which, don't call anybody anything, just call each other by your names. Kayleigh and Natalie go at it again. This one, I feel, this one was dealt with in week 2, but it's still a big thing. I don't think Kayleigh should have done what she did with Natalie by outing her, or it's none of her business. Why even put it out on social media? But then again, if Natalie's being accepted and by her friends and family, I don't think she should be as angry as she still is. But I'm not one to judge. You could yell. Go ahead. If somebody did anything to me that would jeopardize my relationship with my family or my friends or anything, I would be angry too. So you be angry as you want to be, Natalie. Kayleigh, yeah. I felt like we heard so much from people that about topics and things that I didn't really necessarily care to. Like, I would rather have gone over certain scenes and talked about, okay, this was my mental thing. I knew we had to do this. I knew we had to do that. Like, I want to hear more from Cam, but I guess she wasn't in a ton of the drama this season, and so we got a whole bunch of Kyle and Paulie yelling at each other. We got a whole bunch of Ashley like making out with everybody. We went over the pasta rehashing where Tony still hates Corey and Corey still hates Tony because both think that neither one are taking responsibility. Great. And then Devin and Bananas. And can I just say, when the whole thing came up where Devin got into Bananas' face in the beginning package of this reunion starting, I was like, I know this is going to be at the end, towards the end. Devin's going to get in his face and we're going to cut. And that's going to be going into part 2, which I was absolutely correct because this is so predictable. I just want to say that I think they got it backwards. And this is just my opinion. I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant on my opinion. I think they got it backwards with the reunion being 2 parts and the finale being 1 part. I think they should have made the finale the finals way more like epic, way more interesting, way more like, just make that 2 parts, make the reunion 1 part, because we went over, like I said, I just went over a ton of stuff. They had like 5 commercial breaks, 12 to 14 talking points, multiple people talking a ton of times, yet it felt like this hour felt like 3 hours, where the finale and the finals, which was an hour, the same amount of, it was only 20 minutes, and it was just like a walk in the park kind of thing, or a walk in the desert, whatever you want to say about South Africa. So I just think I've had some time to reflect on the season, on the finals, and then during the reunion and after the reunion, to really take in what this season has been. And it just seems like the finals had to happen, so they just happened, and that's all they did. They just happened. Cool. They did some things. Ashley took the money, and that was it. The end. We didn't really see a whole lot after that. And the reunion part 1 is just like that. It was just like, hey, we're gonna have these certain talking points, and now we're just gonna run through them really quickly. And some people are gonna yell at each other, some people aren't. And to me, there was not enough of stake or that much just like banter to make it seem so much more interesting than it actually was. And I think Dolph Ziggler did a good job. I liked him a little bit more than The Miz has done the last couple of times. But, I mean, I don't know. What did you think about the reunion? I'll just stop it right there. I want to know what you think about the reunion. Let me know down below. What was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part? What do you think about this as general? Did this reunion change your opinion about the finals? Did it change your opinion about anything in the past season? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I just spewed out, like word vomited, what I thought. What did you think about that? Am I just totally wrong, or are you kind of with me? Let me know in the comment section below. I can't wait to read what you guys have to say. And yeah, subscribe, like, do whatever you want. I'm just here, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. And join me next week for the finale. This is it. Reunion part 2 is it. That's it. We're done. After part 2, season 32 is in the books, and we're on our way to season 33. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next week.